You are so much more than what you give yourself credit for. You've survived things you've never even told anybody about. You've picked yourself up with stuff that could have destroyed somebody else. And you figured it out with no handouts, no roadmap, no help, just you and God. You dim yourself down because you don't want to seem to be too much, and you lower your standards because you don't want to seem hard to love, and you talk yourself out of your own next level every single day, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. And it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you don't care, it's because somewhere deep down you stop believing you were qualified for the life that you actually want. And I need you to snap out of that, girl, please. You're not average, and you never were. You've just been taught to settle and to survive instead of live. It's time to wake up, because there's a version of you that's begging to be unleashed, and you keep waiting until you feel ready. But sis, ready is a lie. You gotta move anyway. You gotta bet on yourself anyway. You gotta start talking like you already in the room. You think you're not qualified? You already are. You already are the woman, and you're just not acting like it yet, but that changes today. You're not crazy. God has been trying to wake you up, and this was your confirmation.
I used to think self-love was about doing face masks, having a glass of wine, telling myself I'm beautiful, but I learned recently that the most important part of self-love isn't pampering yourself or saying nice things. It's about healing. Without healing, everything is just a temporary fix. I used to rely on little rituals to feel better, like drying myself, a bubble bath, or going shopping, but I realized all of that stuff just lasted for maybe a day. It wasn't until I started addressing the roots of my pain and my struggles that things actually started to change. And not just for a day. Healing is what makes self-love real. It's what allows you to grow into the person that you've always wanted to be. It's not about what you do on the outside, but what you do on the inside, so that you can actually start to feel whole again. When you heal, you're not just managing the symptoms of your pain, but you're actually addressing the cause of it. And that's what will last a lifetime. Once you start to heal, everything else, the bubble baths, the face masks, shopping, having a glass of wine, all that stuff becomes a reminder of how far you've come, rather than just a distraction from the pain. So if you've been feeling like something's missing, maybe it's time to look a little deeper. I've started to do the same thing, and I think it's gonna change my life.
And another thing, take care of yourself so you don't become a hater. Internally, but also physically. Get closer to God. Love yourself, get to know yourself, get to love yourself, get to know how to love yourself. But very importantly is also externally, okay? Get to know what you love about yourself and your futures, and how to enhance those things. So you don't become that girl that look at the next girl and say, oh, she thinks she cute. She thinks she all that. Why are you always dressed up? Why do you always have makeup on? Take care of yourself so you don't become that girl. Because she is who she thinks she is, all right? She's taking care of herself. She's going to the gym. She's reading her Bible. She's doing the self-work. She's taking care of her body. She's doing the skincare things. You know, all of that. You are the problem, not her. When you have to question another person's behavior because they're looking different than you, because they're doing a little bit more than you, then you have to stop projecting and look internally and work on that.